Hey everyone, welcome back to Ottoex. This is a channel on YouTube where we feature some of the strangest vehicles from Japan, Australia, and around the world. And today, we have a 1999 Toyota Camroad. This Toyota Camroad is a Japanese market camper, also known as a Class C motorhome. It is essentially a Toyota Dyna truck chassis with a full fiberglass camper mated to it. This particular one is four-wheel drive and it's diesel. This was made by Vantec, which is a camping manufacturer based in Japan. They sell and make models for the Japanese market. They use a lot of European components in their construction, primarily Remo. It's a quality build. It's a seamless fiberglass coach mated to a 4x4 Toyota diesel truck. So we're going to get into this throughout the video. We're going to go check out the interior, the exterior. We're going to take it for a drive, and we'll kind of familiarize ourselves with this camper and what it is. And for those of you who haven't seen one before, I hope you guys learned something. And if you have seen one and maybe you know something that we don't, leave us a comment. Let us know. We're always trying to learn more about these beautiful and mythical creatures. So this one is a 1999 model year. It has about 129,000 kilometers, so that's about 80,000 miles or so. We are now presenting it for sale here in Portland, Oregon. So if you're looking for one of these, reach out. At the time of this video being filmed, it is available for sale. I don't know how long it will stay available, but right now as I'm filming it, it is. So let's start by checking out the cab. Looking inside, we've got some cool late 90s upholstery, simple utilitarian door cards, power windows, driver, passenger, and window lock function. This driver window also has a center button, which is an auto up and down. Pretty cool. Not something you'd expect to see in a truck like this. Same upholstery is on the front seats. It is two front captain's chairs in this cab over configuration. Down below, looking at the front hubs, they are manual twist hubs. So right now they're in free, and when you want to engage four-wheel drive, you twist it to the lock position like that, and then you have a switch on the interior to engage your four-wheel drive system. Otherwise, it is a rear-wheel drive configuration when you're not using four-wheel drive. So it's very clean and tidy. This was a well-kept one-owner camper. They did tons of maintenance. They've really just used it, loved it, and it's we're happy to have it here and hopefully find a new home for it. So let's step in. You've got these steps and you just kind of swing in to this cab over. Pretty simple cluster, speedometer left, tack right, and you've got fuel and engine coolant temperature under that. 129,385 or so kilometers. And there's a note up here reminding you that this is 2.90 meters tall for your exterior clearance. Basic climate controls. We have AC, heat, all that stuff works great. A little clock up here, your hazards, and a pretty nifty tape deck, CD deck stereo system, which is aftermarket, and there are also speakers in the back as well as in the front. A super cool CRT, mini CRT backup camera that works really great. It runs full time. You can tilt it and you can turn it on and off. It's pretty cool. I like this analog feature. It just kind of speaks to the era of the camper and gives it a little bit of character. Leather shift knob mated to your shift lever for your automatic transmission. It's a 4-speed automatic. There is an overdrive, so that all works great. On hills and stuff, you're going to want to take off that overdrive just for more climbing power in the lower gear. Your parking brake is the same as you'd see on like a Tacoma or a Toyota pickup, 4Runner for example. Just a pull and twist lever. And down here we've got a little twisting lever, which is your idle up. So if you want to increase your engine speed at idle, that's how you do it. Otherwise, pretty basic stuff. An ashtray, 12-volt outlet, and your magic 4-wheel drive switch, which is right here. You press that to engage 4x4. This is a Japanese toll card reader. It's kind of defunct now that this vehicle's in North America, but cool to have as a memento or memory of this vehicle's former life. Passenger seat is in good shape. These seats are good. They don't have any burn holes or stains or smells. It smells very neutral in here. Glove box, big deep glove box there. And then your dash, which of course is crack free and pretty plain. Little, I guess this is like a storage ledge cubby thing. And then your rear view mirror, which you can still see out the back window with this, but you're going to get more use out of this backup camera. And then of course a little dome light up here. And then your sun visors. And then the rest of your cab over is part of your camper, which I'm sure you guys are dying to see. So let's go walk around the outside. And I'll show you some of the exterior features before we hop inside. So, big heavy-duty truck mirrors. These have great visibility. They're concave, so you can see more, which is nice, as opposed to them being flat. And then your flat front end here with your lights, grille, and badging, and the big, oversized Toyota bean sombrero. Another big mirror. When you have your front bumper view mirror, so that's what this small one does, it shows you how close you are when you're pulling up to something. It's really handy, actually. It almost acts like a front end camera. So we'll show you the other side. The door card is in good shape here. Power window. The seat with 4-way adjustability on this seat. Slide and tilt the seat back. And then you've got a carpet down here, which is in good shape. Engine access is under the seats in this model. All right, so we're met with our first exterior compartment, which runs along the lower passenger side of the rig. You've got a little clearance light here, which runs when you have your headlights on. And we'll just open this up. So looking inside, it's a molded fiberglass compartment with your spare tire change tools up top and your bottle jack there. And through this hatch is access to your engine battery for the truck. So ample storage in there if you wanted it, and some tools. These remove to give you better access to removing your wheels should you need to. This is quite a nice door catch feature for your coach door. It holds it in place very securely. Above that, we've got a propane compartment. All the propane was removed in Japan, and it's ready to be set up with North American propane bottles. It has a regulator. They use slightly different lines and fittings in Japan, as you can see, but these can very easily be adapted to a North American system. Take it to your favorite propane shop or gas fireplace shop, and they'll handle that real well. There's one nearby us in Portland that does a great job with that sort of thing. So we've got the coach door. We're not gonna go in just yet. There's an awning up top. It is a Fiamma awning, which is rebadged as a Vantec, but it is nonetheless a Fiamma awning. For those of you who are familiar with Fiamma awnings, they are decent to upper grade awnings. Quite a nice thing. They aren't cheap by any means. Rear, you've got your vent fan exhaust up there, your backup camera. We are met with a 2-bike rack rated for about 100 pounds. It simply folds down, put your bikes in here, and then you can tie them up with those fittings. This is your front fridge vent, access for your Electrolux / Dometic fridge. This is your shore power connector with your blue connector, and the cable for that is inside. Nice molded fiberglass bumper and quite a nice aluminum ladder to get roof access, which is very handy to have with this type of rig. There is solar up on the roof. A small panel lives up there. So you've got your upper bathroom window and your exterior bathroom access door. So this door is really handy. With an added extra locking mechanism, you can lock it out and twist this. That way no one can get in. That door comes open. So your Thetford cassette toilet, you can pull. This just pulls, it's a cartridge toilet, so you pull it out, empty your business, put it back in. You can maintain the fluid levels with this inlet and monitor them here. Flush button and your door. So this is good because you can just pull your shower head out and shower and rinse stuff off outside. It just makes it a little bit easier. Also, you can use this as storage for skis or taller things, and then you kind of have a ski or snowboard locker, which is pretty sweet. So you can also just close the door and twist this, and that holds it in place too if you don't want to mess with this lock all the time and every time. Okay, this is your freshwater fill. It's a Remo type European style fitting, so it's locked now, and you put a key in here, and then it's unlocked. You pull it out, you fill your fresh water in here. It's nice that it locks so no one can tamper with your fresh water supply when you're traveling in unknown areas. All the windows on this rig are the Dometic style, double paned acrylic with the built-in blinds and bug screens. Are also known as Arctic turn windows over here in North America. Lower driver's side molded fiberglass storage compartment. Access for your truck fuel diesel tank. That cap also locks with your truck key for your ignition. And some ventilation there. If you want to store more batteries out here, something you could do, or just whatever you want to do, you can put it here. So that's that. So let's start up the engine, demonstrate some of the cab features here while the engine's running. So fires right up. Let's turn the AC on. The compressor engaged. I'm not sure if you guys heard that, but it's blowing nice and cold now. And now it's hot. So turn signals, high beams, your backup camera. Not sure how that's going to display on this camera, probably pretty weird, but you can tilt it You can turn it off, you can turn it on, and you've got like a brightness adjustment mode for day or nighttime use. Your audio system, FM, all right, that all works nicely. Why don't we go around to the back? Oh, the clock works well. Hazards, I think I demonstrated those earlier. Let's go check out the back. All right, stepping in, we've got a nice step here. Raised floor in the rear. A little bit of scuffing here from entry and exit. There is vinyl, like a linoleum flooring all throughout, and it also came with really nice matching and hemmed carpets that fit, factory fit all the linoleum to cover that up, to protect that and have a little more comfy interior. Little storage cubby here, perhaps shoes, odds and ends. Here's a remote. And so looking in,
inside we have a spacious galley to the rear featuring a 2-burner stovetop and stainless steel sink. A wonderful molded countertop surrounds it, along with plentiful storage and a fridge down below.
2-burner range, 2-faucet sink. 1 faucet pulls from your fresh tank right here. This is kind of like a quick fresh tank, and the other one pulls from the big tank that you fill from the outside that lives under the sofa. So looking up, we've got storage there, and there's your hood vent. To turn on all your power, you press this. So then we'll have your hood range. A little light here for your galley. A molded recessed storage over your door. And this is a little cubby shelf here with quite a nice, just a really nicely finished interior in this unit. So over your step-in, you have this to create more floor space that comes down. You can stand on there and use that for more space, which is pretty cool.
The main living quarters consist of a 4-person dinette to the left, along with a spacious sofa on the right. Flanked by upper storage cabinets right and left, both convert into lower sleeping quarters, and behind that is where your cab-over bed is located, offering an additional bedroom space.
Your bathroom. With a light in here. This also has a little vanity space. And this sink folds up and out of the way to make more room if you need to shower or do your business. Thetford toilet. And that sums up the bathroom. There's the door to the outside, and you have a window that can pop out as well and open up for further ventilation. I'm standing about 6 foot, and I have a few inches above me in this bathroom. And there's your removable shower head. All right, so another closet to the left of the bathroom. I've got some stuff stored in there, but there is quite a good amount of space. Below that is access to some of your plumbing odds and ends. And this just Velcro fits like that. Cleverly designed. All your cabinet doors are these push and lock style. Below that is your Truma heater control. It's a propane heater system right here. Your Atwood hot water heater switch. And your battery monitors, your water pump switch, your tank monitors. Sorry, these are the battery monitors. And this is all explained. We have all the literature on this camper, owner's manuals, everything, you name it. And here's your propane cutoff valve switch for safety. This is all explained in the manual. Granted, it's in Japanese, at least most of them are in Japanese, but you can translate that with the Google Translate app. It works flawlessly. All right, give you another back look at the galley area. All right, overhead the dinette, we've got another storage. And these are all the manuals. And if you're wondering what that is, I'll show you. That just holds up your cabinet door. So I'll take these out and I'll show you what we've got. It's quite a stack of literature, pretty much everything from when this was purchased new from the dealership in 1999. So this is your dealer jacket. We've got Japanese maintenance records all in here. This is your CD navigation system. This is some truck stuff, including wiring diagrams. Some more odds and ends for your tuner cassette radio manuals. This is your Dyna, which is your truck chassis manual for the truck itself. Very colorful manual. They have a lot of animated, great drawings, but also translatable with Google Translate. Very easy to do that. Backup camera, Ichiko safety camera monitor system. Thetford cassette toilet, Electrolux / Dometic fridge manual, another fridge manual. This is your Trumatic heater manual for the S3002 model. Here is your camper manual for the ZIL itself. It explains everything that you could want to know, from wiring diagrams to operation of all systems. It's very detailed and very thorough. Everything is very well drawn and quite thorough, very impressive. And then we just have even more stuff here. This is your Toyota maintenance notes. And we've got it all. So that's always good to have. This was taken care of, and I love to see that. The plant is not included. So we can close this. All right, these windows. This is a kind of a locking double pane slider here, a 50-50 slider on the dinette side. And on this side, it's kind of the pop-out style. So you just undo these, 2, 3, and it kind of pops out and clicks into several different positions. Keeps out the rain, gets just full-on fresh airflow all the way up, and then it comes down again, and you can lock it back in place. Built-in screens as well as shades in all of these, which is really cool. They're a little bit, some of them are a little bit sticky and finicky. That's very normal. I mean, even on brand new, several-year-old vehicles, we've seen these. The rollers sometimes need a little finessing to roll back up, but kind of just comes with the territory. That's how they go. Big cab over space. Before I talk about that, this dinette can configure into several different options. There are 2 seat belts here, there are 2 seat belts here, and this can rearrange to face forward. It can also rearrange to become a bed. So you can seat 4 people here and have them both benches facing forward for safety. And you can also turn this into a bed. This also turns into a bed. This back comes off, and you can just, this whole area turns into a bed. The table removes really easily. This table is on sliders, so you can slide it this way or this way if you've got little ones and you want to get the table a little closer to them. It's very cool how that's been designed, and just a smart design. So cab over bed. This is an assist step ladder which hooks onto here. It's all explained in the manual, but it just helps you get in and out because it's a little bit tall. I'm standing and there's this much room above me to the ceiling, and over here there's even more. So this slides out, and this did not come included with, but there would be extra foam that would fill up this space. That's something that could very easily be made or done. You just measure the space and you get the same density, thickness of foam. You put it in here. You could even have it upholstered with whatever you want. So you can make an even bigger bed. That said, as it is, it's still a big bed, but it can become even bigger, and you could sleep north to south, like 3 across, north to south, or 2 east to west. However you want to do it, this thing can sleep probably, I don't know, 4 to 6 people, just depending on how you do it and how big everyone is. Let's see here. Curtains. There is a nice partition here, so you can kind of partition off this bed, sleeping area, from this area. These just come undone, and just bring them across, and voila. So that is how that works. You also have a rear AC system that can run back here and heat. Here is one of the vents for that, as well as down here. There are more vents, and your controls for these are here. So good to know for passenger comfort in the back as well as the front. This is a little tray table. There used to be what I imagine was a TV strapped here. That's why this strap is here, and there's your TV hookups. It does fold down and out of the way, so you can seat more. Here's also just some auxiliary outlets for auxiliary stuff. You can see that turns on. That's for your satellite setup. And this is a diversity car antenna system. So you've got that, should you need. Little various lights around the camper. There's another one over here. And this overhead light is not currently turning on, so that will be, as far as I know, is not functioning as far as we can tell. There are additional speakers back here for your stereo, left and right, and there's more storage over here. You've got the same style windows up front, and as well as you have here and then also there. So that kind of sums up this camper. Oh, I forgot one thing. This is a a vegetable or fruit storage compartment. It's kind of like something they do. See if I can show you guys with the table on. So, without removing the table, there's more storage there. It's all molded fiberglass compartment. You can store fruits, vegetables, actually whatever you want, really. It doesn't have to be like perishables like that. But I think that's what they're commonly used for. That just fits back like that. Pretty clever. That's kind of the theme with these things, clever. Cleverly designed. All right, we've got a fantastic fan up here, which, let's demonstrate that. It's got a big rain vent on the roof above it, so you can run it rain or shine. We'll open that up and so it can pull out. It can also bring air in. It's got a temperature setting, so you can set it here, and when it gets however hot you set it, it'll automatically turn on. And it's got 3 speeds there. Pretty standard. I think it's just your standard fantastic vent fan, as we all know and love. Okay, and there's your front cockpit. Big pass-through. These are molded, insulated window covers for the front windows and windshield. They attach on with little suction cups and you twist. Quite nice, custom made for this camper, and that's included, of course. So let's take it for a test drive. Sitting up top one of these cab over trucks, it's kind of like driving a bus. You've got this super big, wide steering wheel, which you can almost rest on. And you're kind of just looking out over everything. It's pretty neat. So this has the 2.8 liter naturally aspirated diesel engine. It's known as the 3L. It's the engine code from Toyota. They use the same engine in the Toyota Hilux, across a few other platforms and trucks as well. It's a commercial grade engine, really. They were built to do work. They're not fast, but they're dead reliable as long as you keep it maintained. It's the same engine that Top Gear, Whistling Diesel tried to kill in their Hiluxes. So this Toyota Dyna / Camroad has one. So it's made it to this automatic transmission, which is a 4-speed with overdrive. It's not particularly fast, but it will get you there. You're going to want to use that overdrive switch situationally. If you're heading into the hills or the mountains, it's good to turn that off just so you can get higher RPMs in that lower gear. But your cruising speed, what you're going to notice is this cruises happily 55 to 65. Realistically 55 to 60, but 55 to 65 on flat land. And that's going to go down when you get to like steeper mountain grades as well as, various inclines. So we're cruising now at about 55, and it's comfy. It doesn't feel unstable. They did build these campers on a big enough duty truck to make it count, but don't expect a speed demon by any means. This is a camper that is designed for someone who wants something small, compact, unique, nimble. You can park it anywhere because it's under 17 feet long. But you're not going to go there very fast. And it's important to understand that if you're going to own one of these, or if you're considering one. That said, they make a great package. Just remember, you are carrying around a house on your back on a Toyota truck. So if that's your sort of thing, then by all means, it could be a sweet rig for you. But if you want to cruise 80 up the mountain pass, then you might want to look elsewhere. It's a smart designed compact camper. Granted, they were designed for Japanese roads where the speed limit really is about 80 kilometers per hour, which is what I'm doing right now, completely comfortably, which is about, 52, 55 or so. That said, this thing drives great. It has great stopping power. It doesn't pull to any side. Power delivery is smooth, what you'd expect out of it. We've had a number of these now, so when something feels off, we try to get those remedied before sending it off to its new home. That said, it is a 25 plus, this one's actually 25 years old, and with that, comes anything you'd expect to get with a 25-year-old vehicle. So they're not new. We didn't make them. We try to find the cleanest, best examples possible, but it's an older vehicle, so it's a bit of an adventure in many regards. Some people like that, some people don't. We've put about 50 miles on this one, just road testing it, and everything seems to check out quite well. An important thing with these units is you want to watch their temperature when you're climbing passes and hills. They can get hot if you're not keeping an eye on the temp gauge. You don't want to push them over their limit. It's about a 5,500 pound camper, all in all. And just got to keep that in mind when you're cruising. And if you do and you take care of it, you should get hundreds of thousands of miles out of this engine, this drivetrain. It's proven, reliable, rock solid. So it's cruising nice and quiet down the road here. All the glass on this model is in good shape. There's no cracks or anything in the windshield or windows or anything like that. Everything works as it should up front. When we do sell these, the coach end of things, that means everything in the back is sold as is. So it's there, and from what I can tell, most of it works just fine. I did point out that that overhead light doesn't seem to be turning on. But these are really cool units, and it'd be awesome if we got something like this domestically, but I don't think American coach makers have seen the light. And I think a lot of folks here do like larger RVs with more space. Perhaps it's a cultural difference. But it's nice to be able to park anywhere. Because once you get up above, 24, 25, 30 feet, I I think you even get limited to what national parks you can enter. They have length restrictions. But this thing, you can park it in downtown Manhattan and camp out down there, if that's what you're into. Alright everyone, that sums up the test drive and walkthrough on this 1999 Toyota Camroad ZIL. It's now available for sale with us at Ottoex. That's OTTOEX.com. Check us out on our website. Give us a call. Instagram at Ottoex. Leave us some comments. Let us know what you think of this thing. It's now for sale. So reach out with any questions. And if you're not a buyer, that's okay. We enjoy that you watch our videos, and we enjoy making them. So, as always, stay tuned for the next one. Thanks for watching.